Hopefully, who's it going to come from there?
Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Ringwood South, Rails&Judy, I should say. This is a great start, as per usual.
Hey!
Hey! I really need to employ a cameraman. So, welcome, everybody.
Hello!
Oh, hi, David. Hello,
Evening.
Anita. Welcome to the
Hello.
stream. Hello, it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday evening, so it's just a little bit of Sunday night's entertainment to see what's happening and see how you all are. Hello, Simon Howard, how are you doing?
Hello, how are we doing?
I think we've got everything we can. Well, today's we're off to a better start because we can actually read directly what we're saying. We're not having to go squinting around on an iPad or a phone.
That's it.
So we're not going to be going like this all evening.
That's it.
So we're not going to be going like this all evening and like that and going on like that. So, good evening, Steve.
Evening, Steve.
Welcome to the stream. Finally gotten at the start. Yeah. Well,
Yes.
welcome. Are we still?
Yes, we are. That's just it's up. There you go.
Okay. Right. Before we start, can we all see me and hear me? Okay. Are we all good?
No.
Hello, Kev. Welcome.
Hello.
It's just obviously last time somebody had kind of said that. Yes. Hi, Philip. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Hello, Strathmore. Welcome to the stream. And thank you for joining us on this Sunday evening. Yes, you can hear us. That's great.
So, Judy, why are we here?
Why are we here today?
Yes.
I was just going to let people just sort of kind of get in and make sure they join in and settle in. Hello, Jamie. How you doing? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you on Thursday because obviously you sent me a message to say you were there. So that's one of the bits we were going to sort of cover this evening. We're just going to have a general overview of the week's events, really. Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I was a little bit lost on Thursday because I didn't have Rails with me and to guide me on my merry way. So I was kind of like, what do I do now? What train do I need to get on? And I was kind of a bit like that. So I was kind of in a bit of a kerfuffle.
A kerfuffle. That's a great word. I love a kerfuffle.
Yeah, so anyway. Steve, I have to say, you're one of the people I wanted to thank on the stream. So thank you for the tip on the 60. So obviously I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I definitely enjoyed it, and Dave enjoyed it. So it was a good view all round, and it definitely suits it. Hello, Creeping Jane, and welcome to the stream. Thank you. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this video, well, we both wanted to do it. Hello, John, welcome to the stream. Was because we just wanted to do an overview of the week's events, and basically, over the next day or two, I'm probably going to bombard you with a couple of. Well, Dave didn't actually go to the 50s at 50.
No, I didn't.
No, Stagecoach needed his services. And so I was the only one. But I went up with Richard from New Junction. So, and I had a great day out with him. And so basically, I've got about 3 or 4 videos, I think. Well, one of them's gone up today, which is the 60. I've got 3 videos to go up. But I just want to let you guys know, they're all going to go up in quick succession. But they're not particularly order orientated. You don't have to literally see one over the other. So I just wanted to kind of mention that. So don't worry if you kind of go, oh, I haven't seen this one, or should I see this one first or second or whatever. So I just wanted to let you guys know that briefly before I uploaded it. And also because I've got a few bits to show you, and I've also got a few people to thank. And like I said, Steve Smith was one of the people I wanted to thank, obviously, because of today's events. He was the one who sent over the info, and between, me and Dave, we managed to keep track of it. Well, just about. It was, like I said, it was a bit of a mad dash to get to Bramley to catch it, but we got there in the end. Yes, we're going to be. We'll be doing that on Thursday, Anita. We'll be going over to the Isle of Wight on Thursday. That's definitely happening. But I just wanted to show you one of my new recruits to the we've employed here at Rails&Judy, and this is say hello to Paddington Bear, everybody. Yes, I did spend a fiver. My name was actually on the side of Glorious.
I think you missed. I think you missed a trick there. Look.
Yeah.
In my absence, it's great. I do. Should have. Did you write Rails&Judy?
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Well, no. I deliberately wrote Ringwood South on it because Rails wasn't there. You see, if Rails was with me, we could have done it as a joint venture.
I was there. I was there in spirit.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yes. Did I? So I did on my video. That's one of the videos actually, Steve. That will be going up this week. Is the 50 and 50 event my version? Obviously, there's a number of YouTubers have put up their own versions. As actually, funnily enough, me and Dave caught glimpses of Richard at New Junction's video. He was watching that. I'd already seen that. Hi Warrington Banky, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Rails&Judy gone bare. Yeah, he's sweet. So he's got his marmalade sandwiches in his little suitcase. Yes, the weekend's been absolutely brilliant, and that's what we wanted to kind of touch on. And the reason why our special guest here is first is because it was just such a memorable week all round. Good Richard, good evening to you, good evening to you. It's been such a memorable week that to mark the occasion, Paddington had to come home for me as a little token to say, look, you know, I remember when I went down to London and I did all these wonderful things over these few days. And the first video you'll see is I said I wasn't going to record any. Hi Kevin Beaton.
Hello.
I wasn't going to record my trip down to London because you've probably seen it in terms of various routes that I've done. But I did. Hello, Emo8765.
Welcome.
But it was such an epic journey.
Cheeky Tech is in the house.
Cheeky Tech is in the house. Say hello. So, and like I said, I always wanted to have Paddington Bear, and I think this week has been kind of a bit of a landmark for me over at Paddington.
Warrington, how are you doing?
And it was like, it was such a landmark thing because I think this weekend made Paddington Station definitely my fave. And yes, and that's what we're going to be talking about at Paul Dempsey. We're going to be, we'll be covering that.
What, the 700 Loco Man?
Yes, Paul Dempsey, yes. That's definitely, hi, yes, and his wife Joan.
Yes.
I think it was Joan.
Yes,
we met him at Folkestone. Right, so that was my first bit, but the first video you'll see will be of me doing my trip to London on the HST, and that was an epic journey. It really was. It's absolutely fantastic. My second video was my 50s at 50 event, and
yes, I have. This is my this is a comfy cushion on borrowing. I find it very comfortable.
Oh, you can have. Do you want Dino? Do you want some? Yeah, we can have Dino if you want. If you're feeling a bit left out, hang on a second. I'll introduce to you Dino. Oh, here you go. You can have Dino. Dino the dinosaur, everybody. So my second.
Is that all?
I've gone on my little Wonder Goosey Gander again. Hi, so hello, Walter back. So my second video that I did was at the 50s at 50 event, and that was an epic day out. And I couldn't have done it without Richard from New Junction. He was, I met him up there, and he was such fab company, and we had a great time together. And it was a long day, and it was absolutely superb to see all those 50s. But I'm guessing those of you, yeah, exactly. And yeah, he's actually, I suppose Dino was actually supposed to be in it, so I guess he's our special guest star appearance. Yes, we do. We remember you well, Paul. And then the last video, which is probably the main reason why we're doing this stream. I have to say, I think our joint trip to Folkestone probably...
That was
epic. No.
That was epic.
That definitely exceeded all expectations. That really did.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Yes, I was on New Junction's video, and he's on mine. And like I said, that will be going up over the next few days. All these videos will be going up over the next few days. And Folkestone was just absolutely amazing. It really was, just from start to finish. The fact that I hadn't gone on the 395, that was the first bit, and then the actual model show, which I seriously, the quality was just. The layouts are absolutely superb, aren't they?
They were
really high quality layouts. the views. Oh my days! I mean, that is the best bit. And I warn you now that my Folkestone trip video has got that. So if you just want to see the model railway bit, once it goes on to the next bit, you can just skip it if you don't want to see it. But I just carried on recording because I just felt that we just needed to record the whole day as it was. I mean, we did Folkestone Harbour Station, which they're currently restoring, and yeah.
It was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean, me and Rails have definitely said that next year for the Folkestone show, we'll be going back there, not only just for the show. Yeah, yes, we do. Yeah, I'd love to come up to Tinsley. Yes, thank you, Joe. Yeah, Paddington Bear, he's cute. He's just like what that symbolises the whole week that I've had over this past week, because it's just absolutely superb. I mean, obviously I saw my family and friends too, which is absolutely great. But yeah, so it was just, and I wanted to show you something else actually. From the Severn Valley Railway, they were doing this video, and I just picked one of these DVDs up, and I haven't seen it yet actually, but I will get around to seeing it. So I've got that. From the Folkestone model show, I did say to Rails I wasn't going to spend any money, but I did.
Yeah. I'm not spending any money. And then about 10 minutes later, I've bought 2 wagons.
Yeah. So Dino's loved. Oh. So I bought 2 wagons, and I'll show you if I just have pen to bear there for a second. These are 2 wagons from. This is actually 2 car ferry wagons. I think they are car wagons, and yeah, Dave the dinosaur. Ooh.
Yes, Dave the dinosaur.
Are you looking after?
Yes.
Friends
forever.
So yeah, I picked up 2 of them from Folkestone. Dino. Make it sound like a football match, doesn't it? So I've picked these 2 ferry wagons up from Folkestone, and the great thing about going to Folkestone, which I actually forgot about, is that this wagon isn't a regular wagon. It's a HO wagon, and it's actually a European wagon. And the great thing about Fred and Wilma. So the great thing about going to Folkestone and stuff is because it's so close to the coast, you get a lot of European traders going there, and it's the same if you go to Southampton. Nice. Yeah, I do have Fred's trains. I do have a bubble car. Yes. Photobomb by the yeah. So they do loads of. I'm trying to do a stream here, you know.
Are you trying to do a stream? I could find you a water stream if you like. There's one just out there in Sherfield. You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
So these wagons, there was loads. I have to say, because Folkestone, places like Folkestone, coastal, probably more coastal exhibitions, do a lot of these kind of European type wagons, because obviously you've got traders that come over, like say from France or Belgium or something. You know, they're not going to go right into town. Hello, Strathpeffer Junction and Portobello Junction, welcome. So that's what we got from Folkestone. I haven't actually put them on. I also got the catalogue. Not catalogue, what am I talking about? I'm not buying a 50. Well, I did buy one, but not like that. I can't afford those kind of monies, those kind of prices. What logos are on the wagons? Right. They are basically, I'll tell you what, let's see if we can whip one out.
In public?
Indeed.
How dare you?
Now you can, I think you can actually slide them out. Oh, you can, yeah, you can slide, that's right. So these are just Opel GM ones, and what you can do is, like I said, they've got little springs to them, so you can they're spring loaded, and then you can sort of push one in and then pull the other one across. So yeah, that's kind of, and so I've got 2 of these, and I thought they'd be absolutely spot on for my warehouse. So I picked up 2, and they were pretty reasonably priced. They were £22.50. So that was pretty cool. I'm sorry, I don't. It seems to be running. Are we running? It doesn't seem to have. Hello, Connor Miller. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I can't seem to stick it back in, so we'll put it like that for the minute. Yeah, they are actually. I do like the wagons, but the other thing to talk about is good. Thank you, Gary. So that was all I spent my money on. That was it. That was it, because I need money because we're going to the Isle of Wight. Do you want me to play with Paddington? Yeah, so we're going to go. Thank you, Connor. Thank you for saying so. That's really kind. Yeah, it's so helpful to have Rails on because he always makes it a bit of a laugh. I mean, yesterday we had a great time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We had a really great time actually.
I mean, you just have to. I mean,
Folkestone Harbour Station. I mean, what a dream that's turned into now.
Yeah. Yeah. Please look out for that video if you are interested, because I mean they are restoring it and they've done such a cracking job so far. It is a work in progress.
Yeah.
Yes, we are still going to Milton Keynes next Sunday. Yes, we are, John. I don't know if we need to carry a neon sign or something, or just sort of kind of wave a big stick or something or whatever. When they turn around, they put a little sign up going, "You are here." Yeah, that one of those kind of things. I always wanted one of those Paddington Bears when I was Yeah, thank you.
Steve, Mr. Smith, I've decided I don't like you anymore. I know what he's on about.
Oh, I don't. Hi Graham from Lakeside Monorail. Thank you for joining the stream tonight. And no, I'm glad you appreciate it. I mean, like I said, this is the man, Dave, who will talk to you all about real-time trains.
I know nothing.
Everything I know, if it's incorrect, is from him. What makes the wagons up? Ah, right, okay. Now you've got me, because I have. It's Electro Tren. And they're not double O gauge, they are HO gauge. So let's see if you can. Oh yeah, this is backwards, isn't it? But anyway,
that's a bit like my football team, backwards.
Yeah, so it's Electrotren. It's a European make, and basically, yeah. So I suppose you could still read it. I put so Philip's put a Black 5 video up on this channel, so that'd be one for you as well.
This message is held for review.
Oh, okay, so we can show. I suppose it's because of my approval, but I'm saying it, so it's fine.
So
I think we know Philip well enough to be able to allow his. Yes, we will.
Yes, if you click.
It just means.
You just have to click show, don't you?
Oh.
See,
that's why. You see. So we briefly frozen up here. They're fantastic car carriers. They really are, and they're really cool. I bought two, like I said, but I think these two were used, to be honest. What model is the train? Yeah, I did. It's Electro Train. The car carriers. Yes. Oh, Electro Train. No, it's Electro Tren. TREN. So Electro and Tren. TE. Yeah, so that's the only thing I bought, was just these two. But going back to Folkestone Harbour, it was absolutely amazing. The scenery was beautiful, and we went down to the other end of the pier, and we're just sitting there, just singing along to the music. And I just hope that you guys really love what we did, because it was such an epic day out.
I didn't do any filming of Folkestone Harbour, but I took a lot of stills, which some of you that have found me on Facebook may have seen. But I will put them on my video, which I hope to get out sometime before the end of the year at this rate. But yeah, I was just gonna say I did a bit of filming at Paddington. Because I hadn't done any for quite some time, and with the changing scene and the fact that
when I had to make a mad dash, I had to go make a mad dash home to pick up my suitcase, so it gave him an hour to do some filming over at Paddington Station.
And what struck me is that for the whole time that I was there at Paddington, there was only one HST there, which is just it's just so
Yeah.
sad. But it's times are changing.
Yeah, yeah. Right, Emo. This was actually from Folkestone Model Railway Exhibition itself. It wasn't from a model shop. It was from the actual model railway. Because to be honest with you, the stuff like this is quite difficult to get hold of. And I remember distinctly last time I went to the Folkestone Model Railway Exhibition, which I seriously highly recommend. I really do. Not just because of the fact that it's such a great exhibition to go to, but the whole experience. We travelled, actually this is something that we could touch on with you guys. We travelled on the 395 on the way there,
Yeah.
and we came back on an 802, which is like the GWR 800, but the 802 is like the slightly newer variant. So we wanted to do a comparison of the two. No, actually I have been many years ago, Fred's Trains. I have been to Epping Ongar Railway many years ago. I did actually.
Kev, the track is still in place on the incline, but it's now over the bridge over the harbour. It's now a walkway.
Oh,
But the track the other side is still there, but it's so overgrown. Sometimes you have to really look to find it.
yeah, and at the other end, you've got a couple of wagons which have been turned into stalls and restaurants, and they're kind of making it like this kind of like holiday thing. And at the very end, you can walk all the way down to the lighthouse, and it's, you know, the views were epic. Honestly, it was just like, I mean, you can like the video will be up tomorrow, or it will either be up tomorrow. It's about, I'll warn you now, it's about 50 minutes long, so it is quite a long video, but it is well worth it if you can stick it out. And I wanted to briefly also touch.
No worries, Kev.
Which one is Gary and Susanna? If their names, which one's which? No,
who's
no.
Gary?
This is Dave. I'm Susanna.
Dave
Judy.
Acker Rails, Susanna Acker Judy.
Yes. Gary from Cheeky Tech, I've met him on many occasions, and he's a fantastic guy. Gary, I haven't seen the Channel 5 programme
Hello,
just
fella.
yet. I haven't had the chance, but I will be. That's on my list of things to do. And we won't be going to Worley, but we will be going to Milton Keynes next Sunday. So do we want to remind them how we're going?
Yes, we are going to this model railway exhibition by train, which is appropriate, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we are planning, as South Western Railway aren't on strike on Sunday.
For a change.
Yesterday they were on strike, so I had to go into London via Reading, which is no great big deal. But when they only run 2 trains an hour, usually out of the 5 or 6 from Basingstoke to London, and they run them both within 10 minutes, and then you've got 50 minutes to wait to the next one, I just thought, sod that for a game of soldiers. I'm going via Reading and getting on an 800, which I did, very good. And
so Milton Keynes trip.
Milton Keynes trip. So we're getting the 810 from Basingstoke to Clapham Junction, and then we are changing on to a southern train, which will take us to Watford Junction. It's called all the junctions, really, isn't it? And then we're getting on I think it's a west. It's either West Midlands or London North Western. I think it's London North Western railway service to Milton Keynes, arriving at 10:37.
So we should be getting roughly around 11 o'clock mark at Milton Keynes at the Hornby exhibition. And speaking of what he was saying at all the junctions, we were sitting on the 395 and all we could hear was London St Pancras International. Was it Stratford International?
Actually, International. Yeah.
And then it was Ashford International. So, but you want guards to stay on trains?
Yeah, the cars should stay on trains. Down this way, they've always been on trains. So you know, it's just first they're just being complete idiots in my opinion. But there you go.
And so yeah, so we were going to have this little debate actually. I don't know if any of you used the 395 Javelin.
Yes. Right. So isn't it like Judy says? Now I had the fortune to travel on all 3 yesterday. I travelled on the 800. Then we travelled on the 395 there and back, and then we came back on the 802.
So if you're not familiar with the 395, it's known as the Javelin, which is a southeastern Hitachi unit, which is basically the predecessor of the 800. I was going to say the Hornby 800. The predecessor of the Hitachi 800. So, and basically in the Folkestone video, you'll see not in a huge amount of detail, because unfortunately when we got to London St Pancras International, we managed to get a great seat. But this South Eastern were doing a fantastic deal. They call it
what was it?
Super Saturday. They call it a Super Saturday,
yeah.
Which basically you could travel anywhere on their network for £20. I think it was.
Yeah, on and off trains all day for £20.
Yeah, and so when we, bye Fred, thanks for joining in. So when we left London St Pancras International, we were quickly swamped by a hockey team of some description, and the train quickly filled up very quickly.
Yes.
So we didn't get to film anything on the way out, too much on the way out, but on the way back, we did actually film some interior shots of the 395. We also managed to film, well, I also managed to film some shots of Dolan's Moor. Is it Dolan's Moor?
Correct.
Yeah,
yes.
Dolan's Moor
Dolan's
Depot.
Moor.
So we managed to catch a glimpse of some 92s. So that's absolutely superb as well. And like I said, the ride on the 395, I was actually really surprised with actually, and I think overall my experience of the javelin was actually better than my first experience of the 800. And I did say this to Dave yesterday that we had a fantastic journey on the 395. It was a bit wet.
Was on the way home, wasn't it?
Yeah. So do you like the Class 88? Is that the new version of the 68? Is that the pantograph?
Yeah, that's the again, that's like the 800. It's a bi-mode diesel and overhead electric.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Graham, I don't know if you're still on Lakeside Model Railway. I don't know if you're still on because I know you wanted to know about real-time trains. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask us now because Dave is here and he'll be able to answer them for you as opposed to because we were looking to see if anything was happening tomorrow. And it does seem, actually, there is something happening tomorrow. You said, didn't you? Yeah,
there's a working from Eastleigh Holding sidings to Willesden DC sidings. So I've got no idea what that's likely to be, but it's taken from the VSTP schedules. So it's something which does.
So it's basically it's a special train. Yeah, it's a special train. So the Class 88 is that West Coast Main Line?
Yeah, the Class 88 usually works up and down the West Coast Main Line.
So is that basically taking work away from 90s and things?
No, this is DRS work. This is right. 88's a DRS, so they use them on their own trains.
Right.
So,
okay.
Not taking any work away from the 90s or anything like that.
Oh, okay. I thought they would just kind of be replacing. So we just wanted to kind of say to you guys that this is what's kind of happening, and like I said, I hope you do enjoy the 3 videos going up because it was such a fantastic trip to Folkestone, and we came back on the 802, and Dave said that the seats were different, and they were different, but I still found them. Is that train coming through? No, it's coming through Basingstoke. Tomorrow's train. Tomorrow's
train is Basing, so it's going straight down the main.
So if I want to see that, then I'd have to go to Worthing Junction probably or Bramley. Sorry, not Basingstoke. What am I talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Right. Okay. So that's So basically, that's what could happen tomorrow if I can get up early enough.
It won't be me. I'm working.
No, it won't be him. He's working. It's kind of like I kind of get snippets of information from like Steve gave me a little snippet, and Dave gives me a little snippet of information about what trains are going on, and between the both of us, hopefully one of us can sort of make it. And I tell you what, hello West Blythe MPD,
Blythe,
welcome to the stream.
Funny enough, I was in Blythe the other week.
Oh, really?
That's obviously the real place of Blythe.
Yeah, yes. but he's got a layout, and I think isn't it based on the actual MPD? There is an MPD there, isn't there?
Well, there was.
There was. Yeah. Yes, I think that's what your layout's based on, isn't it, West Blythe?
There you go. That's it. 56103. That's it.
Ah.
Simon Howard. There you go. So
103 is that a code? No,
that's a grid. 56.
No, I know it's a grid. Yeah. I'm talking about livery.
No, I've no idea. Well, no, it's changed hands, so it's probably
it might be like a rail ops court or whatever.
No, it's not. I know it's not.
Okay.
I know it's not that.
Oh, so that might be worth if I can drag myself out of bed. Class 88s do Tesco Express trains, and yes, so West Blythe MPD is his layout. because he has got
Devon Cornwall Railways. So a friend of mine that was at Banbury said he'd seen a 56 coming down, so it must have been 103. So it must have actually gone to Eastleigh then. So there you go. That must have been it.
Steve Smith reckons we're playing bingo with trains.
Yeah.
392. No, not 392. 395.
395. Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm getting there. So 395 was another one on my bucket list to try and do, and I'm really, really happy that we've done that to Folkestone. And I tell you what, set my alarm clock.
Yes, because grids, they're
a vanishing species. So our trip to Folkestone was an absolute flyer. It was just really, it was really quick, wasn't it?
So we left at we left on the 10:37.
That's right.
10:37. We were there at Folkestone at 11:30. And by 11:45, we were
on the beach.
Well, we were at the venue. Yeah.
Well, it was overlooking the beach, wasn't it?
The beach, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, Folkestone is definitely one that, for me, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I go to exhibitions or thinking about going to exhibitions, there's always ones that I always particularly look for, and that I think, yeah, that's definitely worth going, and. Folkestone is definitely one to go back to, and obviously it'd be very good to see what it's going to be like next year with all the. Well, I reckon it'll be finished next year.
Yeah, it'll be finished next year. They're really very close to it now. So it'll be finished next year. So
yeah, so I mean, like I said, so it'll definitely be worth going, and yeah, it'll be definitely worth doing that. And so that's one that we're going to be doing. We're also looking at going to Scotland, Motherwell, Scotland.
Yes, next year in February.
How much is train travel in your area?
Well, it depends.
Yes, it depends if you have a Dave. If you have a Dave, then it is quite useful, because he does have a rail card, which I kind of go.
Yeah. I'll get you discounts in the network southeast area.
But it is quite expensive. When are we going? Let's know if you ever up the SVR again. Yeah, I'm not sure when that will be. When are we going? David Atkins going to, I'm assuming, Motherwell, Scotland, is what you're asking? So I've just, how's the layout doing, Susanna? Right. Oh, that seems a bit drastic, Anthony. I hope it's nothing too drastic, Anthony. Oh, Folkestone. Folkestone next year is going to be basically the same time. It's virtually the same date as. It's literally within it's only about 2 days.
It's the 5th and the 6th.
Yeah. So this year it was the 6th and the 7th, and next year it's the 5th and the 6th. And Scott, take your woodies. Yeah, in February.
I did a couple of years back. I wrapped up rather warm.
Yeah. So Scrapline Mulray, welcome to the stream. Later's emo 8765. So yeah, we're going to be going to Motherwell, Scotland on.
That's not always the case. It's not always the case.
What?
Like they tend to close at the weekends. That's not always the case. So
what?
We'll have to look at the message there. It's not always the case. We'll basically we will have to. I'll check the Network Rails engineering plans, sort of like in January.
See you, Dave. Yeah. Take care, and I look forward to going up to Tinsley to see you. I mean, going up to Motherwell, well, we haven't really finalised anything. This is just kind of preliminary discussions. But I'm working late on the Sunday night, and so bye, Dave, and so we'll be going to So I'm working on the Sunday. So basically, I'd have to come back. Yes, definitely soon. And I have to come back on the Saturday, but obviously coming back from Scotland, it's going to be like it's pretty much a whole day job to come back. So that would mean that I'd have to go up on the Friday to the actual exhibition to come back on the Saturday, so I could be here for work on the Sunday. So that's kind of what the plan is. And I don't know whether anyone else is interested in going, or part of that area. Strathpeffer, I don't know whether or not you're there or not, but I know that's your part of the world. So that's something else we're going to be doing. But we're definitely looking forward to going. Now we've just got the Isle of Wight trip to do.
Glad you mentioned that because I think we're going through everything. We've not really spoken about that.
No. I let you do what I do. Stay over. Yeah. I'm guessing that will probably be the plan. There's no way that to go up to Scotland back in the day. No way. I don't even think it'd be one day. But I'm going to let Dave tell you what he has in store for us.
Yes. Well, so on Thursday we are going to the Islay of Wicket, and we are going to go on the 10 o'clock train. Are we not, Susanna?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. So
we were going to book in advance the hovercraft, but because of the way SWR are working at the moment,
I've decided against that, to be quite honest. So we will get our discounted train tickets on the 10 o'clock,
and then get our discounted hovercraft.
Hovercraft for all you normal folk is probably 22 something like that return, but for Susanna and I, we have a 75% discount on the hovercraft. We can afford to be smug about that.
Yeah. Do they have first class? Can we upgrade to first class?
Yeah, we'll probably be sat outside.
Well, to Banky, thanks for joining in. John 6667. So you're going to Model Rail Scotland on the Friday. Is that's your kind of plan as well, is it? So, like I said, we'll finalise it as we get closer anyway. But
so yes, I'm going to take Susanna on some 1938 stock London Underground trains.
Yes,
which I'm sure she'll enjoy immensely. And we're visiting the model shop.
Yeah, there's a model shop somewhere along the line. I can't remember. Somebody suggested that where it was, and I said where it was, but I'll have to Google it. I can't remember for the life of me.
Was it Sandown?
Yes, I think it was something like that. Yeah, there's a shop called Upstairs Downstairs, a model shop there. So we're going to have a little look, see what's going on over there. I'm very much looking forward to that because apparently the weather's supposed to be really good. But to be honest with you, the weather yesterday in Folkestone wasn't particularly the best, but it was the best in terms of it was quiet, so you could really appreciate everything that was going around. So the weather really, to a point, doesn't make a huge amount of difference as long as it's not bucketing it down. You know, that's kind of, but yeah, I mean, a little light drizzle off, it's a bit overcast, you know, that's not going to really dampen our spirits. Upstairs, downstairs, okay, right, okay, maybe I've got the wrong, yeah, that's how I heard it. And, excuse me, God, that was a bit, and, so, have you got anything else that you'd like to add?
I'm just going to answer this question. What brought me to Blyth? Where for the first time ever, instead of travelling through Newcastle by train, I actually spent a few days in Newcastle. So I decided to also get out and explore the area. So I went out on the 308 Arriva. But yes, Spit. I used a different bus company, but I didn't have any choice because Stagecoach don't go out there. And I caught the 308 out to Blyth and had a look around Blyth.
So is there anything left?
No, not really. But I found old railway lines, so it's still in use for freight traffic. I found Bedlington Station, for example.
Oh, right.
Which they actually intend to. They really want to reopen the line. I'm not sure whether it goes to Blyth. Maybe West Blyth can help out with that one. But yeah, they want to reopen it.
Oh, right. Is that kind of like a similar thing that Arriva did with a Welsh line, that they sort of reopened one of their branch lines?
Yeah, that's exactly the same thing. So, but the old stations around there, there's another place.
Steve Smith, thank you very much. Pierce Street, Sandown.
Sandown, excellent.
Excellent. Just out of interest, Steve, is that right next to the Sandown station, or is that? Hi, Alan. Welcome to the stream. No, don't worry. It's not a problem. I'm not sure how much more we've got going on because we're just checking to see what everybody has got going on and whether anyone's got anything to say. There is a layout update at some point, but to be honest with you, there isn't really a huge amount that I've done since, because obviously I've been away all last week. Like I said, I did get the wagons. Actually, let me just re-show you the wagons for those of you who may have missed them. Here we go. These are HO wagons that I bought from. Oh, what have you done to Dino?
He took a trip.
So I've got these from Folkestone. Yeah, I know. We're gonna have all the petter people coming over now, saying that what we're doing. So anyone who missed it, basically, I've got these from Folkestone, and I'll show you the ends. They are HO scale, but they are really nice. Thank you, Mark. And you said that you wanted to know the next working, right? So the next working is going to be, Mark, tomorrow at 10:13. There's a class 56 going through Basingstoke.
Yes. 56-103 is going through Basingstoke, and Susanna is going to get out of bed and go and see it on behalf of everyone, aren't you?
Am I?
Yeah. Hey, I'll just keep calling
the
you.
Things I do
you
for
answer.
you, the things I do for YouTube. So the company, just to clarify, is Electrotren. They're the ones. Do they have metal wheels? This is a good point. Yes, they do. Yes, they do have metal wheels.
Yeah, consider yourself told.
Okay.
On behalf of our adoring public, I think you should go out.
Mark, is this wow because of the 56 or because of my wagon? Where is it?
It's going to Willesden DC.
Yes. Do we have a code for real-time trains for anyone interested?
Yeah, I might do. Hang on, let's have a look.
Yeah, we're just going to try and get
Basingstoke.
David. Whilst Dave is actually checking it on real-time trains, they are HO. Yeah, they are HO wagons, but to be honest, I don't think they make that much of a difference. To be honest,
10 o'clock.
So I haven't actually tested them. I'm just gonna quickly, just whilst you're. Yeah, actually, no. To be honest with you, there's no real because I was talking to him about this because I was a bit concerned whether they run, and he said no, there's no problem with them running on double O gauge, so it's fine.
So.
Yes.
No.
You
go. Right, those who are asking about 56-103 tomorrow, it is the 0934 Eastleigh Holding sidings to Willesden DC rail sidings, and the route it's taking is Basingstoke.
Hang on. Hang on.
What?
I want to put. What's the code?
No, it hasn't got one yet.
It hasn't got one. No. So it's the 09. So I can put it into the chat.
It's the 0934.
0934. Now my typing skills isn't great, folks.
Eastleigh.
Eastleigh.
HS.
dot S to
Willesden. DC. So it's going to my sidings because they're my initials.
Yeah. Sorry. My apologies to Will. Is that how you spell Willesden?
No.
What? Oh, right. Okay. Is that the E there?
Yeah, correct.
Willesden
DC
rail sidings.
Rail sidings.
Right. Right. So for anyone interested in that.
So the route it's taking is Basingstoke, Farnborough, Woking. Then it's going up.
Is that the North London line?
Up into Virginia Water through the very packed line there, through Brentford, and then hitting Acton Wells Junction, and then ending up at Willesden at about 3 minutes past 12. As yet, no code, so I'll keep an eye on it. And
it may not run. Obviously, we're not.
That will run. That's not a run as required. It's a special working, so it will run.
Is it going through Andover? Mark's asking.
No.
So you'd have to. The nearest place would be Worthing Junction. I'm guessing.
It's on the main line, Mark. It's going Eastleigh, Winchester, Basingstoke, Farnborough, all along the main line to Woking. There we go. 0 Zulu 75, and it's not on there. It's not on there yet, but somebody knows their stuff.
Well, will I be filming a few other trains either side of special trains? Susanna Bygrave asks. I didn't actually know I was going there, to be honest, until about 5 minutes ago.
I don't know about you, YouTube, but if you would like Susanna to go, please put a big thumbs up now, and please be on my side and say yes, because we want her to go.
Oh my days! I'm supposed to be on holiday, relaxing, having a lie-in and everything. No, I will go, assuming that this train is running.
Never assume. It's got a code. Look, it's definitely running. It's got a code.
Remember that time that we did the real-time train special, and we said we'll be out there to see it come, and then it was cancelled.
Philip Page wants you to go twice.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Right. Do we have? Well, let's answer Kev's question. He was asking, is there anything else worth waiting for whilst
well, there might well be. Let me have a look now at the Bible.
Yes. So the real time trains Bible. Like I said, I've learned so much actually because of and I'm so grateful to Dave actually, because it's like I said, I found it so useful. I mean, even when he's not around, I can have a quick flick through it. Real time trains.
You've got a freight after it, about no more than 8 minutes after it, from Didcot to Southampton.
Right.
But apart from that, there doesn't seem to be anything, because it all starts to kick. Yeah, it all starts to kick in around that time, the 56 runs. So you could film a few 444s and 450s and 159s.
So it's like being back at school. I've got homework to do.
Philip. It is really good, isn't it? It is really good, and those like Mark who even know the codes before they're put on there. That's even better.
Yeah, well, I think it was Simon as well,
because you can start to track it.
Yeah, so there you go. That's my bit of homework for tomorrow. You know.
I bet you do, Jamie. Yeah, I bet you do. Especially on the.
Really?
On the North Wales coast.
Why is that? Because the trains aren't reliable, or because?
Well, that's probably the best way of tracking. It's probably the best way of tracking them, to make sure that they're running and where they are.
I think in earlier to your question goes through Newsham and in Blythe. Is that to your branch line question?
Yeah, that's basically why I asked. Yeah, so that tells me what I need to know. Yeah.
Some corrugated tin on wheels, creeping.
Some corrugated tin on wheels.
Oh dear. So yeah, like I said, these are the 3 videos that I'll be going up over the next few days. Well, inadvertently, it's now 4 apparently. so that'll be something else that'll be going up tomorrow. I use ScotRail's site to find out what the train codes mean. Well, I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, this is still relatively new to me. And in fact, Graham from Lakeside Model Railway had actually asked me earlier about how you find these trains. And I'm still learning, because it's really down to Dave that I know. He sends me stuff, and some stuff I can see for myself, but I don't necessarily know how to always interpret the lingo within real-time trains in terms of, oh yes, this is definitely going to be a class 60, or because I know this because of this, that and the other. That side of it I don't know. But anything that I kind of see going through Bramley which seems a bit out of the ordinary kind of gathers my attention and kind of has a bit of a red flag to it. But yeah, I will be going to Basingstoke tomorrow then, and in the interest of YouTube, I shall be going down there tomorrow morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Bushy-tailed.
Possible 5065 Peterborough to Eastleigh due, Basingstoke 1404. Maybe barrier coach is going back to Eastleigh.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
Or maybe another 60 for repainting.
Yeah, you know, it's not in the system yet.
Yeah, but that due Basingstoke 1404. But would that come through Bramley?
It all depends what the routing of it is. Peterborough, it's more than likely to come down the main line, I'd say.
Basingstoke.
Possibly. Yeah, it all depends what paths are available. It could quite easily come down the Great Western Main Line, Reading and Bramley.
Right. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's fine. Do you guys? Because for saying another lesson on real time trains.
We can. We can do another one.
Yeah. Well, what we can do, because I've now got a more stable tripod now and a stable way of filming things, so we should be able to kind of get a better view of the actual website and maybe go through it in more via Woking.
Via Woking, so it's going down the southwestern main line then. Yeah.
So
Yes, you have. You are now better tripodulated, aren't you?
yeah, and also yeah, it's the clamp really. Quite frankly, that's really doing it for me. Have you ran your new NSC Class 50 yet, Suzanne? Not yet, actually. It hasn't ran yet because I haven't actually got. Well, to be honest, I haven't actually been around, and also I've been in discussions with various people about sound chips and whether or not I'm going to get one for it, and also because I need to get some chips anyway for this 50 at 50 event that I'm trying to do here at Ringwood South, which I'm hoping is going to be towards the end of the month. That's kind of where we are at the moment. But for the meantime, it is literally well, it might be 5 videos. I don't even know now. I might tack if I do the Basingstoke. If that train runs in tomorrow afternoon, I may very well tack that onto the morning's video.
Yeah, that make more sense.
Yeah. Do it. Well, my fifth. Well, I don't even know where it is. I think it's over. I think it's in the Fiddle Yard. My 50 013 Agincourt, that's got sound. It's got Southwest Digital sound. But whilst we were at Folkestone, we heard a couple of 50s going there. A couple of layouts to look out for, which I did film. One of them was Tidworth, and there was another one. I think it was Grosvenor Square or something. Something like that. And they both had house sound on their 50s, and I'm still kind of trying to see. So we're gonna, unless anyone else has got anything else to say, we'll wrap this up here. I'd like to thank everybody who was involved in my week. Like I said, I'd like to thank Dave for fantastic company yesterday.
You're welcome.
And I'd like to thank also Richard over at New Junction for his company over at 50 at 50s. Steve for giving me the train time information for today. That helped for the 60. So it wasn't just me catching it, filming it. There was a lot of people who, without them, I wouldn't be able to film it because I wouldn't even know it was running. So, so thank you to those involved, and also my family and friends and the number of other people that I've met along the way. Not to forget Paul Dempsey, who I also met at Folkestone, and his wife Joan, with 700 locos this man has. Can you believe?
Locos.
Can you believe it? I mean,
yes, Dragon Junction. Yes, I am. I will be there Sunday.
Yeah.
In my now famous Union Jack hoodie.
Oh yeah, have you been getting? Yes, I was thinking. I was beginning to think he didn't wash. He was like a hobo or something.
No. What it was, people have asked me about this. I went into a shop and they were doing 2 for £15. They'd sold out of the other colour. It was a blue one, so I got 2 white ones.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
This is his. No, what it is, it's his Dave's Railway Adventures uniform. It's kind of like.
It's kind of like now almost unique. You can. People have recognised me when we went. Oh well, I can't remember where we went to now, but it was where did we go?
What, recently?
Yeah.
What, Folkestone yesterday?
No. There was another exhibition.
I can't remember now.
Swindon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Because I was recognised. I was recognised there a couple of times, and it wasn't just me. It was the bloody hoodie that I wear.
Last question: is it a DCR 50? Somebody said yes, didn't they?
What's that?
That 56 was a DCR 103.
Yeah. DCR 56 103. Yeah.
But is it still got a DCR branding on it, or is that plain?
It's a new livery.
Did Peaks ever get down to Exeter and there? They did, didn't they?
I think they did, but I would do more research into that.
I suggest. I have to do a video on my Class 50 running. Well, that will be part of the 50 at 50s event at the end of the month. And somebody else had asked something, and I can't fathom what.
Creeping Jane, they may have done on interregional workings, but I've got a couple of good friends down in the southwest, so I'll ask the question.
Yeah, so Alan, we are going on the Sunday to Milton Keynes. That's the day we're going. So, and I'm hoping to catch up with a number of fellow other YouTubers. Hopefully, you guys will. I know what you look like, Alan. So hopefully, I will see you, and no doubt you'll be wearing some sort of Welsh Dragon, because he loves his Welsh Dragons. He's probably wearing a Welsh Dragon top. But yeah, I know what you look like. So if any of you do recognise us, please feel free to come up and say hello. Like I said, I should imagine that Milton Keynes is going to be quite busy. Well, I should imagine very busy actually, because it's like one of the main shows of the year. Rails has already said that he's going to be doing some filming of his own, and so between the both of us, hopefully we'll be able to capture the whole event.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably run away like I did in Swindon.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
get some other layouts.
And I'll have to go chasing after him like a lost toddler, you know, and you just have to get a channel announcement.
You're welcome, Kev. You're welcome.
Yes,
no worries.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, Jamie. Hopefully, maybe you're in at 9:30. Well, like I said, we'll be there at around 11 o'clock, and hopefully, like I said, if you do bump into us or do see us, I've never been before, so I have no idea how big it is or how many entrances there are, how many halls, but hopefully, we'll get to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're pre-booked. Oh, check you out. Dragon Junction. Alan's going first class, pre-booked, eh? And yes, Keith. I knew somebody else had said they were going on Sunday, so hopefully we'll see you too. And like I said, if you obviously you clearly know what we look like, and like I said, you'll probably hear us before you see us. So you know, feel free just to sort of say hello. So until the next time, everyone. It's goodbye from Rails&Judy. I should say, I keep thinking I was going to say really myself again. It's goodbye from Rails&Judy, and I hope and I hope that you enjoy the videos that I'm going to be putting up over the next few days, and I hope you enjoy them. And I much appreciate all the comments and support that you guys give, and thank you so much. So until the next time, it's good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
And I guess you'll have a bonus video tomorrow from Basingstoke at some point. So,
yeah.
So take care. So bye for now.
Trains are us.
Bye, yeah, trains are us.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.